Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miners offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker, it's West. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Working that left side now. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Daly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense is.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Stevenson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They get to him as he throws. And the missed connection on third down. The Miners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's Evans. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Torres.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Miners will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevenson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Miners look to keep this drive humming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, what a move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move, it's Barnes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the Miners are threatening on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Bringing the heat. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink. It is hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Trying to barrel in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. It's a draw. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Evans. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Miners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Evans. Got it in the middle, it's West. And he's brought down after it.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude.
A shot toward the end zone, and he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Touchdown, FIU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Hold on. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skilled position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It's
turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Miners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking for space. It's Barnes.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs through the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Evans. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
Yeah, he's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer. But really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wide receiver comes in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really. Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look. He'll toss it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. It's complete on the right side. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up.
Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daly. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panther. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Barton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Tracy. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Miners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Miners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Shoots his way for more. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm of throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's another FIU.
Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. After not really playing their best